Hey guys, it's Tom back with Hilltop Machine Works. We've got another down and dirty project here. I think this is D&D number 5. Funky 5. So what we got here is a nice big honking D-ring. Me and my buddy were at the recycler / scrapyard a few weeks ago and picked up some stuff, and this D-ring and a couple other bigger ones and some Armstrong clamps were in a scrap bin, so we picked them up for scrap prices. And what he wants is to be able to actually use this like on the back of a trailer hitch. So the plan is, you can see I've kind of got it drawn out here. We've got a piece of 1 1/4 inch thick, probably hot rolled, and the plan is bandsaw it off at this line here. This is 3 inches, and drill a 1 1/4 inch hole for this pin, and then gonna grind off the corners so we have a nice radius. And then this will be the hitch part. Come in and cut about 2 1/4 inches in, take it out of that side and that side, so this thing will basically slip on up about to there. You know, weld her up real good, and then, well, before I weld everything up, actually, you know, drill a hole for the hitch pin and then weld her up and throw some paint on her and she'll be good to go. So like I said, just a quick job here. So let me get this over to the bandsaw and get it set up, and I'll bring you back. Alright, so we're over here at the bandsaw. You can see this is the piece I'm working with. Man, that thing is heavy. I'm handheld, so it ain't too shaky. So anyway, so this is going to be going for a while. I got it on a slow feed, and got Sarge over there, the supervisor. He's falling asleep on me. Anyways, I'll bring you back once I get this thing cut. Alright, so I got you over here at the mill. I'm getting ready to make my last pass here. I'm going to use my roto broach to cut a hole in that big thick steel, but Bozo showed up the last time I used my arbor and the threads got boogered and it's no longer usable. So what I've done is I've got a 1/2 inch grade 5 bolt in there, fine thread, and now I'm just milling some flats on it. So let me make this last pass here, and hopefully we'll have something to work with. Alright, let me get this thing out of here and deburr it and get back over to the workbench. Alright, so I got you over here at the mill. I'm all set up. So the roto broach arbor is done. The only issue now that I see is the depth of the broach is only like 1/2 inch. So you can see that. So even if I drilled half, flip this over and drill another half. That's only 1 inch, and this is 1.25 inches. So looks like I'm just going to go have to break down and drill it. I'm just going to step drill it. So nothing fancy. Won't bore you with drilling a hole. So let me get this drilled out, and then I'll bring you guys back. So the one good thing about a roto broach is it makes a nice plug instead of this beautiful mess I got to clean up. So anyways, hole is done. Let me get this out, and we'll dredge on. Alright, so I got the hole drilled, and there's several different ways we can basically knock these corners off and get a nice radius on here. If it wasn't so thick, you know, I'd probably just take it over to the pedestal grinder and grind it down, and then finish it up on the belt sander. But that's going to be a lot of work considering it's 1.5 inches thick. So I thought, for something fun, we'd set up the rotary table. So I thought I'd show you. So I got her bolted down, and to get her so she's dead center, I just milled out this basically kind of an arbor plug, and I'll move the table around till I get her in, and as you can see, we're right where we need to be. So then just lock the table down, or actually zero out my DRO since I'm going to be moving the table, so we'll just have it unlocked. So anyways, let me get this bolted down and get a mill and cutter in there, and we'll do a little radius work on this thing. Well, hopefully you can see this. I've got the rotary table set up, and I've got her bolted down and dialed in with the coax. This is why you always buy the largest rotary table you can afford, because man, there's not much real estate. This is an 8-incher, and you can see I don't have much clamp down in the room. That's the best I can do. So I'm gonna run a 1/2 inch end mill. That way I can get in as close as I can. There's still gonna be a little bit of a bump here where it should tie in. We'll just sand that down on the belt sander, but this should knock down most of it. So you can see I've got her pretty well dialed in. Oh baby, half a thou off on that rough hole. So let me switch this out. We'll get the end mill in, and we'll get rolling. Alright, I got you over here. Yeah, I got a lot of stick out, so I can only take light cuts, but you know, I needed some height there to get around the furniture. So we'll make a few passes so you can watch, but I'm not going to do the whole thing because you'll be bored to death. So let's rock and roll. brought you in on the last pass here, and of course it was taking forever, so I'll have to confess I ended up pulling it off, throwing it on the bandsaw, cutting off the corners and bringing it back and just doing some final passes. This is going to take forever, and since this is for a buddy, kind of one of those, can you help me out? I'm trying to limit the time I got in this thing, so let me get it out of the fixture here and we'll take a look. Alrighty, got her off the rotary table, so she came out pretty good, not bad for a hitch. So let me blend these in on the belt sander, since I couldn't get any further on the rotary table because I was going to get into the fixtures with the end mill. And I think this piece will pretty much be done. Then, like I said, then we'll have to cut out a slot here, slide her in, buzz a weld up on her, and then I'll drill a hitch pin hole, and this project will be done. So I'll go over there and knock this out, and I'll bring you guys back. Hey guys, we're back in the shop. I got my buddy Brad here. We're building his hitch. I got him doing some work. So he's cutting out the receiver for me now. And of course he's wearing his safety equipment, as you can see. So all you trolls out there, you're probably going to love these flip-flops. But anyways, no hot sparks. We're good. So I'll bring you back here after he gets that cut out. Almost as snug. Yep. Maybe just followed it just enough just to get it all the way to seat. Will probably be good. Okay. We'll go from there. Alright guys, so we're back here, got it all welded up. So this project is done. We're going to slap some paint on it. Brad's going to throw it in the back of his hitch, and he's going to be ready to pull down the Eiffel Tower. So thanks for watching guys, and catch you on the next one.